By the fifth day of their nearly 10-day journey around the moon aboard NASA's Orion spacecraft, the 4 astronauts of Artemis II, Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, mission specialist Christina Hammock-Koch, and Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen, had already settled into the intense rhythm of life in deep space. Daily routines involved monitoring spacecraft systems, executing trajectory corrections, conducting experiments, and marveling at views of Earth and the Moon. It was a demanding schedule, with little room for distractions. Yet, during a lighter moment in orbit, the crew decided to do something unexpected. They reenacted the opening credits of the beloved 1980s sitcom Full House. The short clip shows each astronaut floating in microgravity, smiling, waving, and introducing themselves as if they were part of the iconic sitcom cast. The recreation even included playful on-screen graphics with their names, echoing the charm and warmth of the original TGIF classic. This wasn't just a silly diversion. It was a reminder that astronauts are humans first, capable of laughter, nostalgia, and shared cultural connections, even while hurtling hundreds of thousands of miles from Earth. The moment in orbit, inside the confines of the Orion spacecraft, roughly the size of 2 minivans stacked together, the astronauts turned to humor as a bonding experience. Commander Wiseman, known for his playful spirit, initiated the idea, and soon all 4 crew members were performing their own cast introductions. Floating equipment and loose documents drifted alongside them, adding a distinctly zero-gravity flair to the familiar television format. Even their zero-gravity mascot, a small plush toy affectionately dubbed Rise, made a cameo appearance in the video, bouncing gently as the crew waved and laughed. Wiseman later explained the inspiration. "We were doing scenes from bad 80s sitcoms when they introduced the cast of characters, so that's why we all did those, and we are cracking up here." The simple act of recreating a nostalgic TV moment allowed the astronauts to step out of their high-pressure routine and enjoy a shared laugh, a rare, humanizing glimpse of life aboard a spacecraft designed for one of humanity's most ambitious missions. Why this moment resonates? On the surface, a Full House reenactment may seem trivial compared to the mission's monumental objectives. Artemis II is the first crewed mission beyond low Earth orbit in more than 50 years, representing a key step toward returning humans to the Moon and eventually reaching Mars. The crew's tasks are demanding: monitoring spacecraft health, collecting critical data, and testing procedures for future lunar landings. Yet, moments like this show that astronauts remain relatable. Despite their extraordinary circumstances, they share the same sense of humor, nostalgia, and cultural touchstones as millions of people on Earth. This balance between rigorous professionalism and lighthearted humanity is crucial. It reinforces the idea that even in the most extreme environments, joy, laughter, and connection are vital components of human exploration. The Full House clip reminds the public that astronauts are not just distant figures performing technical feats, they are people who carry memories, traditions, and shared cultural experiences with them into space. Cultural significance of Full House. Full House debuted in 1987 and ran for 8 seasons, becoming a defining show for weekend family entertainment. Centered on a San Francisco household with a widowed father, his brother-in-law, and a friend raising 3 daughters, the show emphasized humor, family values, and life lessons. Its theme song, "Everywhere You Look," became instantly recognizable and remains iconic decades later. The decision by the Artemis II crew to emulate the sitcom's opening credits is a testament to the enduring power of cultural nostalgia. By drawing on shared experiences from decades past, the astronauts connected with audiences on Earth, reminding everyone of the timelessness of humor and storytelling, even in the most futuristic contexts. The playful homage also humanizes the mission. It transforms a highly technical environment into one where personality, creativity, and joy can flourish. The crew's willingness to share their private moment of levity with the world underscores the universal nature of humor. It transcends time, space, and professional boundaries. Public reception. The video spread rapidly across social media, garnering praise for its humor, charm, and relatability. Fans celebrated the astronauts' ability to show their human side, even in the midst of one of the most technologically complex missions in history. Many viewers found the clip inspiring, seeing it as a demonstration that life, even in orbit, can be joyful, playful, and deeply connected to shared cultural memories. Veteran actors from the original Full House era also expressed delight. The idea that humans could carry these cultural touchstones into space resonated widely, offering a whimsical perspective on the intersection of entertainment, nostalgia, and cutting-edge science. The clip served as both a morale boost for those following the mission and a gentle reminder of the humanity behind the headlines of space exploration. It highlighted that even astronauts in orbit are not immune to the simple pleasures of storytelling, laughter, and playful creativity. Life aboard Orion. Life aboard the Orion spacecraft is far from simple. The crew conducts daily checks on propulsion, life support systems, navigation, and communications. They perform experiments, capture high-resolution images of the Moon and Earth, and prepare for critical maneuvers around the lunar orbit. Microgravity adds a unique challenge to even routine tasks, and astronauts must remain vigilant at all times. Yet, despite the complexity and intensity of the mission, moments like the Full House reenactment provide crucial mental relief. Shared laughter in such confined quarters fosters camaraderie and strengthens psychological resilience, both essential for long-duration space missions. These human moments are not distractions, they are vital components of mission success. They remind us that even in space, human connection, humor, and shared joy are as important as technical competence and scientific achievement. The broader implications. Artemis II is a critical step in NASA's Artemis program, designed to return humans to the Moon and establish sustainable exploration by the end of the decade. The crew's performance, observations, and data collection will inform future lunar landings, including the planned Artemis III mission. Yet, beyond the technical milestones, the mission also highlights the broader human aspects of space exploration, the need for connection, morale, and shared cultural experiences. By sharing their playful homage to Full House, the Artemis II astronauts demonstrate that space exploration is not solely about technology, data, and scientific achievement, it's also about preserving humanity and joy in the most extreme environments imaginable. Moments like this provide inspiration for the next generation of explorers. They illustrate that even as we reach for the Moon and beyond, our shared cultural history, humor, and creativity remain central to the human experience. A lasting legacy. When future historians look back at Artemis II, they will undoubtedly note the technical achievements, the first crewed Orion flight beyond Earth orbit, precise lunar flybys, and critical data collected for the Artemis program. Yet, they may also remember this lighter, humanizing moment, a floating homage to a 1980s sitcom, as a symbol of what makes space exploration uniquely human. The clip is a testament to the crew's personalities, humor, and creativity. It is a vivid reminder that the astronauts on board are not just engineers, scientists, and pilots, they are people with memories, cultural touchstones, and a capacity for joy. In orbit, millions of miles from home, the Artemis II crew managed to bring a small piece of Earth's shared culture into the cosmos. Through this playful reenactment, they connected with the public, bridged generational divides, and demonstrated that laughter and nostalgia are as universal as the stars themselves. Conclusion. Everywhere you look, there's humanity. The Artemis II Full House moment is more than a whimsical viral video, it is a celebration of the human spirit. It reminds us that even in the most technologically advanced and isolated environments, we carry with us the stories, humor, and memories that make us human. Commander Wiseman, Pilot Glover, Mission Specialist Koch, and Astronaut Hansen offered the world a glimpse of what it is like to live, work, and laugh together in orbit, a message that is both uplifting and profoundly human. Their reenactment is a reminder that even as we reach for the Moon, the bonds of culture, humor, and shared experience keep us connected, grounded, and smiling. From the cramped quarters of Orion to the vast expanse of space, the crew proved that no matter how far we travel, we carry our humanity with us. Every wave, every smile, every floating document in the zero-gravity capsule becomes part of a timeless story, a story of curiosity, courage, and the enduring joy of being human. In the words of Full House, everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold onto. This time, the sentiment echoed hundreds of thousands of miles above Earth, proving that even in space, we are never far from home.